Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding, Proverbs 3:5. These words, simple yet profound, beckon us toward a life of faith, a life where we surrender our limited understanding to the infinite wisdom of God. This is no easy feat, for the human mind, with its insatiable thirst for knowledge and control, often balks at the thought of relinquishing its perceived autonomy. Yet it is in this surrender, in this humble acknowledgement of our own limitations, that we discover true freedom. It is in letting go of the reins of our lives, in placing our trust not in our own flawed perceptions, but in the unwavering hand of God, that we find our steps guided along paths we could never have imagined on our own. This is the paradox of faith: to trust in the unseen, to believe in the impossible, and to find in that surrender a peace that surpasses all understanding. It is a journey of the heart, a pilgrimage of the soul, a continuous act of choosing to believe even when our minds clamor for concrete proof. To trust in the Lord with all your heart is not a call to blind faith, to a suspension of reason or logic. It is instead an invitation to a deeper understanding of trust itself. It is a recognition that our human understanding, while valuable, is inherently limited, like a lamp illuminating only a small circle in the vast darkness. Trusting with all our hearts implies a complete reliance on God's character, His goodness, and His unwavering love for us. It is a trust built not on fleeting emotions or circumstantial evidence, but on the bedrock of His unchanging nature as revealed through His word and His actions throughout history. This kind of trust acknowledges that God sees the bigger picture, the intricate tapestry of our lives being woven together with threads of joy and sorrow, triumph and tribulation. It is a trust that whispers, even in the midst of uncertainty, "Your will be done," knowing that His plans are always for our ultimate good, even when we cannot comprehend them in the moment. Our human understanding, as remarkable as it is, operates within the confines of our finite minds. We are bound by time and space, limited by our experiences and perspectives. We see only fragments of the grand narrative, like pieces of a puzzle scattered across the table. How often do we try to force these pieces together, to create a picture that makes sense to our limited understanding, only to find that the pieces don't quite fit? The image remains distorted. We become frustrated, disillusioned, tempted to give up altogether. It is in these moments of intellectual impasse, when our own reasoning fails to provide the answers we seek, that we are invited to lean not on our own understanding, but on the wisdom of the one who sees the entire puzzle, the one who holds all the pieces in His hands. Life is rarely a straight and predictable path. It is filled with twists and turns, unexpected detours, and moments of profound uncertainty. We encounter crossroads where the way forward seems shrouded in fog, leaving us feeling lost and unsure of which direction to take. It is in these moments, when our own internal compass seems to spin aimlessly, that the importance of trusting in the Lord becomes most apparent. When we surrender our need to control, to dictate the course of our lives, we open ourselves to the possibility of being guided by a wisdom far greater than our own. This doesn't mean that the path ahead will suddenly become clear, that all our questions will be answered in an instant. But it does mean that we can walk forward with a sense of peace, knowing that we are not alone, that even in the midst of uncertainty, we are held securely in the palm of His hand. Imagine, if you will, a master weaver working at a loom, creating intricate designs with vibrant colors. From our limited vantage point, we see only the underside of the tapestry, a jumble of threads seemingly knotted and chaotic. We might question the weaver's choices, wondering why certain threads are dark, why others are knotted together, why the pattern seems so haphazard. But the master weaver, with his broader perspective, sees the tapestry in its entirety, the beauty and purpose of each individual thread contributing to the grand design. So it is with our lives. We may not always understand the reasons behind our circumstances, the trials we face, or the detours we encounter, but we can trust that the Master Weaver, with His infinite wisdom and love, is using every thread of our experiences to create a tapestry far more beautiful and intricate than we could ever imagine. A child's trust, a God's embrace. Think of a child, small and vulnerable, reaching out to a loving parent for comfort and reassurance. There is an inherent trust in that gesture, a belief that the parent will provide safety and security no matter what challenges may arise. This is the kind of trust that God desires from us, a trust that is simple, pure, and unwavering. It is a trust that casts aside pride and self-reliance, acknowledging our need for guidance and protection. Just as a loving parent would never lead their child astray, so too does God, in His infinite love and wisdom, guide and protect those who place their trust in Him. He is our refuge and strength, a very present help in times of trouble. Stepping stones of surrender. Surrendering our understanding to God is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process of letting go, of choosing to trust even when our minds clamor for control. It is in these moments of surrender, these acts of faith, that we truly experience the depth of God's love and faithfulness. Each time we choose to trust, each time we relinquish our grip on the reins of our lives, we lay down a stepping stone of surrender, creating a path that leads us closer to the heart of God. It is a journey of faith, a pilgrimage of the soul, and though the path may not always be easy, we can be confident that we are being guided by the one who knows the way, the one who holds our hearts in His hands. Embracing the unknown with open arms. Trusting in God often requires us to embrace the unknown, to step out in faith even when we cannot see the path ahead. It is a call to move beyond our comfort zones, to let go our need for certainty and control. This can be a daunting prospect, for the human heart naturally craves security and predictability. Yet it is in the unknown, in the spaces where our own understanding falls short, that we discover the boundless possibilities of God's grace and provision. When we choose to trust, when we open our hands and hearts to the unknown, we invite God to work in ways we could never have imagined on our own. The unwavering foundation of faith. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, trust in God stands as an unwavering foundation. It is a beacon of hope in times of darkness, a source of strength when we feel weak, a reminder that we are never alone. When we choose to trust in the Lord with all our hearts, when we surrender our limited understanding to His infinite wisdom, we open ourselves to a life of peace, purpose, and abundant joy. We discover that true freedom is found not in control, but in surrender, not in our own limited understanding, but in the boundless love and grace of our Creator. So let us walk forward in faith, trusting in the one who holds our lives in His hands, knowing that even when we cannot see the path ahead, He is guiding our steps, leading us toward a future filled with hope and overflowing with His goodness. Thank you for watching this video, produced by the Christ Herald Society. We hope it has been a blessing to you. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Your support helps us spread the message of faith and hope. May God bless you. Amen.